The Fall Guy is a David Leitch directed movie starring Ryan Gosling, Emily Blunt, Lee Majors, and Aaron Taylor Johnson, among others, and follows Colt Stevens, a retired stuntman who gets put back in action after a stuntman from a ongoing movie Hollywood production goes missing. So it's him doing stunts for this movie and doing that job, but also trying to track down what happened to this other stunt guy who went missing, played by Aaron Taylor Johnson. And so overall, this movie I was pretty excited for. It's not very common in Hollywood anymore to make movies about Hollywood and movie making. And when you're really into movies, like I am, you get pretty excited about that. And so going into this movie, hearing that they were gonna kind of shed some light on stunt guys and just the behind the scenes of how these death-defying stunts are done, had me really excited because it is true that stunt guys do not get a lot of credit for what they do for movies. No one ever thinks about them. If you guys try to name one stunt guy that has been in a movie before, you probably can't do it, just because we associate the characters with the actual actors betraying them, and not the people who come in for just a little bit that the directors hide while they do the stunt. And you also have this kind of ongoing love story in the movie that our two main characters, Jody and Colt, have. Colt is the stuntman that has been rehired back to be a stuntman for this movie that Jody is directing, who is played by Emily Blunt. And so before at the beginning of the movie, you see that there is this romantic kind of relationship between them, or at least they have some chemistry and like each other. And after some unfortunate events, they don't really get to see each other that much before Colt needs to come in to direct Jody's movie. And so it just creates a pretty interesting dynamic that I was very excited to see how they were gonna pull that off. And obviously Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt are two very great actors, Emily Blunt being one of my favorite actresses. So I was excited to see their chemistry and see if they could work out for each other very well. But after all the plot lines that I just explained, and just my excitement level for this movie possibly being able to portray filmmaking and stunt people in a great and interesting light, was this movie as good as I thought it was gonna be? Or was this a stunt that director David Leitch could not pull off? Let's see. Alright, The Fall Guy. So, like I said, this movie is directed by David Leech and is basically a just a movie that's kind of playing off stunt people and shedding some light on what they do. To start off my review, I'm going to preference that this movie is very, very good. Like I said, just before the intro, there is this ongoing love story in the movie that's kind of intertwined with the mystery of the missing stuntman, and between our two main characters, Colt and Jody. And I think that the chemistry between the two is really, really good. I think Emily Blunt just has a way of just getting along with her actors that she's with, to where they can have really good banter and really good chemistry. And with Ryan Gosling, it is no different. You'll get just really silly banter between the two. You can tell that a lot of the dialogue here and there is improvised because they're just having so much fun with the role and just the material that they're given, that they just naturally have this chemistry where you can really feel for these characters when they're feeling sad, feeling stressed, or whatever. And that's just a really nice, kind of lighthearted thing to have in this movie that really puts a little bit more interesting dynamics into this movie that is about movie making in here. You'll also, the love story kind of intertwines with, they kind of metaphor it with the movie that's being made in the movie, to kind of give it a little bit more layers. Their love story dynamic and the drama that's going on with that, they kind of use the movie that they're making to kind of parallel what is going on in their lives, with their relationship. And I just feel like that a little touch in here of them talking about that really gives it a little bit more flavor, because with movie making, that's what I love so much about it, is you can really reflect, no matter how silly or stupid it can be, if you really try, you can really make it kind of reflect what is happening in real life, and kind of take inspiration from just the things that you are experiencing. Another thing that I really like in this movie is David Leitch's direction. You have just a lot of different shots that makes it really interesting. You have a lot of one takes in this movie, which obviously are probably not all exactly one takes. There's probably cuts here and there in the one takes, but they're hidden pretty well, and they come off as one takes, and just it gives you that feeling of being on a movie set. And also when he's filming the stunts that are being portrayed in this movie, it is very cool, and he films it in a very interesting and cinematic manner. David Leitch, the director of this movie, is actually a former stuntman himself. He used to be Brad Pitt's stuntman in some earlier movies that Brad Pitt has been in. Fight Club, I think, was one of them, but I'm not quite sure. I think Fight Club was the main movie that he started in, being with Brad Pitt and being a stuntman. But because of that, the love of stunt people and the love of stuntman really comes through, because it's a director who used to be a stuntman, so he really knows and really cares about the material being given. So you get just these awesome stunts, and you get to see how they're done within the plot of the movie. So it's kind of meta in that way, where you're watching a movie and they're making a movie, and you get to see all the behind the scenes of how it's done. And just that whole aspect of it, the meta aspect, feels very real because he's a former stuntman himself. So you really get that feeling of, like I said before, with just the shots in here, you really get to feel that you're on a set because of just how much behind the scenes you get to see of a stuntman, and it really helps people understand what stuntman actually do for movies and filmmaking as a whole. But yes, guys, overall, that was all just my thoughts on the Fall Guy. What did you guys think of the Fall Guy? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Were you right in the middle and just thought it was okay? Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. Also in the comments, let me know if you have any movie suggestions of movies you want me to watch. And then maybe I can watch them and check them out and tell you my opinion if a movie is worth watching or not. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification after you subscribe so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.